So my partner, a lot of times he'll work at the Americana and the Galleria, and the way that he likes to key on to some criminal activity is he actually monitors the handicap spaces. And he's actually very successful at finding people misusing handicap placards, which often leads to other arrests. Okay, all right. So as we were saying on the way over here, my partner, he works these handicap spots because a lot of times they're associated to crimes being committed at the retail stores. And the individual, he stops here, he's on parole, doesn't really have a solid story about what he's doing here. No job, $5,000 cash. So my partner's gonna do his due diligence, do his investigation, and we'll see how this turns out. Where part of? Which part of you from? So right now we're waiting for the tow company to arrive so that we can open up the car and search it pursuant to his conditions of parole. When an individual is released from state prison, he's subject to general conditions of parole. And one of the general conditions of parole is that he has to submit to search and seizure by law enforcement anytime, day or night. So in this case, my partner was able to establish that he has possession of the vehicle, he's in control of the vehicle, his belongings are in the vehicle, therefore we're going to have the authority to search it pursuant to his general condition of parole. So that's what we're waiting on now, the tow company to open up so we can continue our investigation. So, I was talking to the person we have detained here. He just did a 10-year prison stint for a robbery. He's been out of prison for about 15 months. So he was pretty forthcoming about his criminal history. It's always good to talk to these guys as much as you can and get as much information as you can from them, especially if they want to talk to you. Especially someone that's on parole fresh out of prison. Yeah, it's gonna be the black car right here. No keys.
The second vehicle is a white Lexus SUV.
Wow, good work.
Lincoln 77 advisement clear for 2729 for Bowman.
So obviously, as law enforcement officers, we come across a lot of different things that are in vehicles, but rarely do we see a full safe. Kind of a red flag for us, right? Not normal behavior, definitely.
I can respond once the call.
So he's got marijuana in small quantities. He's got a digital scale. Obviously when we have a vehicle like this, there's a lot of stuff in it. We take our time to search it. We're very meticulous. And oftentimes, we're able to find contraband. In this case, we found it looks like to be a loaded Glock firearm. This individual's on parole. He can't have any access to a firearm, can't be in possession of a firearm. And the firearm was located under his backpack containing his personal items. So I guarantee his DNA and fingerprints are gonna be all over that firearm. Yes, sir.
Nice, okay.
So the weapon was loaded with a almost full magazine, and it had one in the chamber. So we'll run the serial number. We'll try to figure out where this firearm came from, and we'll keep continuing our investigation. Where there's one gun, there could be more guns. So we'll go back and we'll finish our meticulous search of the vehicle. We got baby toys in the back seat, loaded handgun in the front seat. Bad combination.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Okay. Yeah, I got it. So essentially our investigation here is concluded. The detectives will further it. But, we did a pretty exhaustive search here, recovered a large amount of cash, a loaded handgun, and some other stuff that investigators are gonna have to look over. But at the end of the day, we had a person who's just released from state prison a little over a year ago. And he shouldn't have a firearm to begin with. So at the end of the day, we're taking a gun off the street. We're taking a parolee back to prison. And hopefully, Officer Darby thwarted any crimes that this individual may have wanted to commit.